Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about some of my favorite Criterion Collection documentaries. Hope everyone is enjoying the Criterion sale, the Barnes & Noble Criterion sale. So these are some of my favorite documentaries. If you follow me on Instagram at cinema_Dave, you'll see a stack of all these documentaries posted there also. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Burroughs. This is a profile of William S. Burroughs, who wrote Naked Lunch, among other things. It's a great documentary, and I must say that I watch documentaries quite a bit, and I will watch them over and over again. So a couple of the documentaries that I'll mention today, I probably watch 2 or 3 times a year. This one I'll probably watch a couple times during the year. So this is made up of intimate revelatory footage of the author and poet, filmed over the course of 5 years. It's a 1983 documentary about William S. Burroughs. It's got new high-definition digital restoration. There's an audio commentary by Jim Jarmusch on here. There's an audio interview with director Howard Bruckner from 1985. There's a new interview with Bruckner's nephew, filmmaker Aaron Bruckner. There's some rare outtakes, footage from the 2014 New York Film Festival. There's a 23-minute experimental edit of the film from 1981. So this Blu-ray is chock full of extra features, and it's a great one. I really enjoy this one. One thing I wanted to mention too is that I do subscribe to the Criterion channel, and I'm really on the Criterion channel so that I can learn about movies that I like and that I would like to have in terms of physical media. And I love the Criterion channel. I think they've got a really good selection there. It really helps me decide what physical media that I would like to purchase. And I only have a little bit over 100 Criterion Collection films. I wish I had more. As many of you know, they're very expensive. So unless you're buying them during the course of one of the sales, you might have to wait in order to get a Criterion Collection movie. One of the other things I wanted to mention too is that your local library may have some Criterion Collection movies. So you might either be able to get those through a book sale, or you might be able to check those out through the library. And so this copy of Burroughs I got through a library book sale. Someone had donated it, and I think I got it probably for $1 at the time of the book sale. So you're not only donating to the library, but you're picking up a great Criterion Collection film. So usually if I see Criterion Collection movies at a book sale or at a thrift shop, I'm going to pick those up, right? Because they're very expensive otherwise. Next movie I want to talk about is this one, A Brief History of Time. I picked this one up about a year ago, and it's about, this is an Errol Morris film. So if you know Errol Morris, he's done quite a number of documentaries. I think the most notable of which is The Thin Blue Line. And so this is a portrait of the astrophysicist Stephen Hawking, and it's great. It's got a new restored 4K digital transfer supervised by the director, a new interview with Errol Morris. There's one Blu-ray and one DVD in here also, with all the content available in both formats. And then it's got a booklet featuring an essay by critic David Starrett. You open up, you can see there's the dual format there, and it's got a nice booklet. So this is a great one, very interesting, especially if you read the book, A Brief History of Time. This is a little supplemental material on that. Next one is Crumb. This is a profile of illustrator Robert Crumb, and it's great. I watch this a couple times a year also. This one is an intimate documentary about Robert Crumb and his family. He's got a very eclectic family. Lots of interesting interviews and discussion about his process, and his mother and his brother are in the film. He's got 2 brothers, I think, and they're both in the film. So this has a new restored high-definition digital transfer approved by the director, Terry Zwigoff. 2 audio commentaries, which I have not listened to. One with Zwigoff and critic Roger Ebert. And there's more than 50 minutes of unused footage. So this is, again, jam-packed with lots of extra features. And for a documentary fan like myself, this is a great watch. So I might watch this on its own, and then I might watch it with the commentary during the year. This one also has a nice booklet. There's the booklet on the inside for Crumb. Some of the artwork is in there as well. It also has this very interesting talent test. And I believe this is an art test that Robert Crumb took, where you send in your drawing. Yeah. Send in your drawing to see how good of an artist you are, which he's a great artist. This next one's called The Art Life, and I probably watched this twice already this year. This is a profile of artist, filmmaker David Lynch, and man, it's a great watch. It really covers him during the day, working as an artist, talking about film, very, very candid interviews with David Lynch, and it's just an amazing profile of this man. Of course, I love Lynch films, but this gives you an idea of him as an artist. He started off as a visual artist, and so it's a very interesting portrait of him. So this has a new interview with the co-director, a trailer, but basically the film itself is just amazing to watch. Again, to see him at his home, to see him talk about his early career. Like I said, I've seen this film a couple times already, and I'll probably watch it one more time this year at least. Last film I want to talk about is in the Criterion collection, and it's part of the Ingmar Bergman box set, which I'm not going to talk about in this video, but I do have the box set, and earlier this year watched each of the Bergman films in curated order at about a rate of 1 to 2 films a day plus the supplemental materials, and what an amazing journey that was. And I'm thinking about potentially making a video about just the box set, but if you haven't picked that up yet, I highly recommend it. I didn't have any Bergman in my collection prior to that, so it was nice to pick up 30 films, 30 plus films plus the supplemental materials in that box set. And what an amazing journey that was. This is part of the box set. This is a documentary called Bergman Island, which I had before. It was released in 2006 as Spy Number 477. And it's basically Bergman on the island, on the island that he called his home for the remainder of his life, and really talking candidly about his fears, his work. You see him, what his daily routine is like and things like that. It's a very fascinating portrayal of a genuine artist. So if you have the box set, if you have the Bergman box set, this will be in that, but it's also available as a separate, I don't know if this is still available, but this is a DVD also. Those are some of my top documentaries in the Criterion collection, and if you have a chance to pick up Criterion titles during the sale, I highly recommend it. I visited the store once in a previous video, and I'll link that down below, and I also placed an online order, which will probably be arriving this week, so I plan to talk about that as well. And I'm sure I will be either back at the store or placing another online order in the month of July, so I'll definitely talk about that. I'd love to hear what everyone else is watching too, so please leave a comment. Please subscribe to my channel so that you'll be, and click on the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload a new video or if I go live. And thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it.